evening, everyone, and welcome to Blood Money Wrestling Federation's weekly episode of Lifeblood. I'm your host, Crushing Kelly Black. Alongside me is the Chaos Reaper, Atticus Black.
Hey.
We've got a lot of action in store for y'all tonight. Just hold on a few. Just gotta share out the show. Hey, what's up, Wally?
Hey, Wally.
First one in the live chat here. Got Facebook, X.
I got things done.
But I'm in the middle of starting Discord.
Jesse Jackhammer, what's going on?
Welcome to the stream, Jesse. Done.
Okay.
More spots, and I'll be ready.
Hey, AJ.
Hey, AJ, Violet, Bura, Diamond Sky, welcome to the stream. And also welcome Colton, pulling double duty tonight. We just went live.
Yes. We just went live. What's up? Sorry, we had to take care of a couple things.
Okay. Before we get started on our main card, got some information to give y'all. This Friday will be our special Halloween event for Blood Moon Wrestling Federation, and it's gonna be a long one. So you're gonna be needing a lot of food, a lot of snacks, a lot of drink to settle in. Just so you know, on Wednesday, after to be in our tag show afterwards for bonus matches, we will be having first of all, we're trying to make sure solidify certain champions as of Friday. So, in prep for Friday's episode, we've already have 3 in store for our Fatal 4-Way to determine the Intergender World Champion, Damian Richards who is our Bad Moon Rising Champion, Liliana Lancaster of the Dark Side of the Moon Championship, Jeff Matthews, back when we were doing Blood Money Briefcase matches, he earned the Bad Moon Rising Championship title briefcase for a shot at that. And the woman who ended up earning the Dark Side of the Moon briefcase is no longer on the roster. So, with those 3 already solidified, we're giving Jeff the chance to cash in regards to that Intergender World title and to determine the 4th spot. On Wednesday, for one of our bonus matches, it will be a Rumble or Battle Royal to determine who gets that 4th spot in that Fatal 4-Way. And also, we'll be having a Rumble and or Gauntlet on Wednesday to determine a new Women's Blackout Champion, which used to be Emily Lonale, no longer on the roster. So, need a female to be the Blackout Champion that faces Brandon Cuevas this Friday to unify the both men's and women's Blackout Championships to have an official Total Eclipse champion. Total Eclipse is going to be the new name for the titles, the usual steps. But since we've got the company all intergender, have to have somebody to help unify the titles this Friday. Also on Friday, we will be having the Wolves Den being Turmoil, having won the Blood Fiends tag title shot in his briefcase at the time. Diamond Sky and Sunshine Marigold of Sunny Skies. Diamond Sky was the briefcase holder to win the Sanguine Seductresses tag title shot. The Shenanigators, the last Blood Fiends tag team champions. At our first Just Counts Wraithnock, due to his tag team partner no longer being on roster. Now in a tag team to defend the titles alongside Mr. U-Taker with Mrs. U-Taker as their manager as the Shenanigators. And Lady Devil being one half of the Sanguine Seductresses tag team champions alongside Samantha Madison. But due to Samantha having yet to return, and when she will return, she is set to team alongside Rebby Corbin.
LD will have to find a partner for Friday.
And
so if you watch this, just come let us know if there's anybody you have in mind. We have someone in mind we could put you with, which would be Jen Richards.
As the Mythic Legends.
Yes. But essentially, to narrow it down, what Kelly is saying is we are going to be determining all the briefcase holders and all of the unified champions on the Halloween show Friday to be able to have everything set in place going into the pay-per-view.
As well as the Wolves Den, who were the official Men's Unholy Trinity Trios champions coming out at 24. The Incredible Steve was the one to win the Blood Money briefcase for that title shot. I would believe he would want to team alongside Max Blaylock, would have to make sure to see whom they'd want as a third person. So the winner of the Wolves Den and the Incredible Steve, Max Blaylock, and their partner on Friday will be the official men's trios champions, who will be facing Lady Devil, Catherine Gorgon, and Morgana Nightwalker at the pay-per-view in a couple months to unify the trios titles, which will be dubbed the Wicked Triad. So basically,
and
trying
yes,
to clean up a
AJ,
few.
You do, as yes, AJ. Diamond Sky does have the tag team briefcase. She is going to be in the unification match on Friday. Like Kelly said, what she's basically saying is, due to the fact that we have at least
3 briefcases
vacant
and one that's already been cashed in, as the rest yet to be cashed in. We're doing not only cash-ins, but making sure that the briefcases have holders leading into the pay-per-view.
Yeah, which is going to make everything going into the pay-per-view for me and Kelly a lot easier,
a lot more streamlined,
instead of having a bunch of vacant titles and briefcases floating around. So yeah, Diamond Sky, you will have your tag title match on Friday along with everybody else. And I would say, and more than likely, Damian and Lily both will be okay with it, since they are going for the world titles and the whole thing with they're probably going to vacate the
Bad Moon Rising and Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah. And those can just be up for grabs for somebody else. Since
all they have to do is just gonna
since those were the world championships before
we decide to go full intergender.
Yeah, they can just cash them in, hand them over, and be put in that match. Since
and Violet, I understand you're thinking of volunteering as LD's partner. You are right now tag team partners with Andromeda as the Starlight Crusaders.
Yep.
So you kind of have to
not have a tag partner.
Hence why we
suggested her.
Yeah, exactly. So probably best bet is stick with Andromeda, because even with everything that's going on, she'd still want to be in active competition.
Yes, and yes, Wally, we're having a show on Halloween. All this with the determining the unifications and the briefcase holders are going to happen alongside with the matches regarding the Hunters and Lilith for everything going on there. So it'll be a fairly long show on Friday with all the
basically tying up
matches.
Some loose ends and making things a lot more streamlined leading into the pay-per-view, as well as closing out a lengthy problem with the Hunters and Lilith. Even though Lilith will probably be a harder person to cast out. Anywho, now that we've had that all explained, this is what we got in store for the main card. Asking about the women's blackout title. Yes, you were the blackout title women's blackout champion at the time, Violet. Yes, you were.
Is she still, or
no?
Oh,
no. I believe Emily may have been the one to take it off her.
oh yeah, that was right. She did.
Yeah. So, this is what we got in store for y'all tonight on the main card. Originally, we had Alexander Richards taking on Mrs. Utaker in this casket match. Unfortunately, due to the hellacious matchup he had on NWA against Lilith, which basically drained him of his energy, he's been deemed unfit to compete tonight. So, Colton has volunteered to take his place On behalf of his father, Alexander can take on Mrs. Utaker on a later date when he is more fit to compete. So, at the start of the show, it will be a casket match. Colton Richards taking on Mrs. Utaker. How? What's happening?
What are you doing?
It's not letting me move around the buttons for some reason. Or because it should be charged, but welcome to the stream, Primetime Sean Sanders.
Hey, Primetime.
Okay, it's okay. I'll just continue on. After our casket match with Colton versus Mrs. Utaker, we have a fatal 4-way Extreme Rules. 2 out of 3 falls. Falls count anywhere. Counts Wraithnock taking on Lady Devil, Brooklyn Joker, and the Goddess of Pain. Then in Extreme Rules, 1 fall to a finish, knockout only. We have Whisper Bagwell taking on Austin Bagwell. Then, in a 30-minute Iron Man, finisher only, falls count anywhere. Challenge made by Jen Richards to take on Aria Hawthorne. We're having that happen tonight. Okay, I think he's got that fixed.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, Extreme Rules. 1 fall to a finish, pin only this time. We've got Super Stevie taking on Jade Bagwell. Then, challenge made by Angela Corbin. Apparently, on the last show, talking about a way of drinking Jake Bagwell under the table. So, yeah. She's wanting to do it in a tables match. That's her way of trying to drink Jake under the table. 2 out of 3 tables. Next up, as I said before, Colton Richards taking on Double Duty, originally challenging Kasara Utaker in our Discord server. Wanted to do Underground, 2 out of 3 submissions. Then, 30-minute Iron Man, pin sub. It's Sarah Richards taking on Lilith, as the littlest co-host gets loved by Daddy. And then our main event of the night, the final casket match in the quadruplet casket match challenge from Celeste Springheel, taking on Trevor Belmont tonight. What the hell? No, don't do that.
Quit breaking shit.
I ain't breaking a goddamn thing. Casket match between Colton Richards and Mrs. Utaker. Coming out first at 5'11", 217 pounds, from Dallas, Texas, Colton Richards. The second before, taking the place of his father, Alexander Richards, based on the condition of Alexander from the last NWA show where he decided to take on Lily. But it didn't end in his favor. So giving him a chance to get healthier in order to be able to take on Mrs. Mutaker himself. So just so it was no need to switch anything further around, Colton wanting to prepare himself to face Nathaniel in their ultimate face-to-face off. He's taking on both of his matches tonight. And his opponent, coming out at 5'6", weighing 190 pounds, from the outer circles of hell, the matriarch of the Utaker family, legend of the TWS. Friends and family call her Tiny. You can call her Mrs. Utaker. Bringing out that casket. One-on-one action. Only way to win, get your opponent in the casket, get that lid closed. Willing to literally face death himself in order to prepare himself for Nathaniel. Plus, fighting in on behalf of his father Alexander. Here we go. Clothesline onto Colton. Now Tiny putting the boots to the face, stomp to the back, then yanks the leg back. Able to kick Tiny away. Lock up. Jawbreaker by Tiny. Stomp to the arm. Elbow drop to the spine. Exiting onto the ring apron. Taunting. Had the wherewithal to get up on that top rope and springboard maneuver onto Colton. Went for a leg drop, did not connect. Colton taking the opportunity to get in some offense. Kick to the spine. Kip up by Tiny. Lock up. Lifts her up. Drops Tiny with the snake eyes. Colton, what's he got in mind? Front somersault DDT on the Tiny. Then the springboard crossbody not connecting on the Tiny. Colton's being sent into the ropes after the last on the return trip got drop kicked by Tiny, but Colton firing back, hooking up the arm into another version of the one-legged Boston Crab, but Tiny with one leg free, able to kick him away.
How do we know that one-legged crab was from Boston?
I don't know. I don't card all the damn crabs that come in the freaking door. Right up against the ropes, sent onto the top of the lid of that casket. And scoop slam onto the casket for Colton. Tiny kicks him off the top. Knee drop to the face. Mrs. U-Taker knows her way around a casket, being the one of the owners and proprietors of Timeless Caskets. Hence why I named this custom match as that in her honor, since it's only fitting. Oh, out the back goes Colton. Has Tiny by the scruff of the neck. Face spurts onto the lid. Tiny sent across the floor. Casket open. And Colton punching her away, trying not to get tossed in. But Tiny is feisty for a damn reason. Not afraid to fight back, no whether you got jewels or on between the legs or the chest. She is well adept at fighting both genders. Elbows to the midsection on Colton. Sends him towards that casket. Chop to the chest. Down he goes. Sends him onto that to the edge of that casket. Sets him up. Got blocked. Switcheroo. Sends her up against the casket. After a punch from Tiny, he ends up countering back with the hip toss. These two not giving each other 1 inch to get going big time. Underhook suplex. Double into the underhook face buster onto Tiny. Set up into the reverse STO onto Tiny. Sends her back into the casket. Can he get her inside? Oh, blocked by Tiny. Sends him up against the casket. This is just a battle to get someone inside a casket, let alone close that lid. These two battling back and forth, not giving each other any opportunity to toss them in. Tiny sent face first into that ring post. LED ring post with more edges than a rounded one and could definitely bust you open. Colton with one of them urns underneath the ring, cracks her over the head and is all over the place. She comes firing back with a clothesline. She knows her way around a casket. She knows her way around an urn. Stomp to the elbow. Brings Colton back to his feet. Kick to the midsection, dropping him. Stomp to the spine. Colton with the jawbreaker on the way back to his feet. Drop kick to Tiny. Again, it's a reverse STO shot to the face. Drops an elbow across the chest. Brings her back to her feet. Shot to the face. Drops her face first. Pins, submissions, knockouts don't mean a damn thing. You gotta get your opponent in that casket. Tiny sent back into the ring. Colton going up top, going high risk. What's he got in store? One-legged drop kick off the top connects. Setting up into again that front somersault DDT. Tiny had it well scouted, trying to get in some offense to keep him from getting her in that damn casket. And so, had a hold of her. She was able to reverse into that DDT. Goes out of the ring to grab one of them urns. Fight over the urn. Colton grabs it and upward strike with it, sending ashes all over the damn place. And don't ask me whose ashes those are. I don't have a clue.
It doesn't matter whose ashes they are. It's not whose ashes I'd like it to be, so...
Well, true. That is true. We have our preference on who if they should belong to, but unfortunately, we can't always have what we want. Karat choke on the ropes. Has Tiny up. Has her, drops her under the ring apron. Boot to the face. Sends her into that casket. Thing is, can he get that lid closed? Wakey wakey. Colton going back and forth. Now finally attempts at closing the lid. And he manages to close it on Mrs. U-Taker. Hell of a back and forth. Congratulations to Colton Richards. And I sense a unwelcome presence in the arena. Now that I've looked at the live chat, someone fighting in our main event of the night.
Oh no! It's a bunch of clowns. And a couple goddesses.
Oh boy. Fatal 4-way. Extreme Rules 2 out of 3 falls. Falls count anywhere. We've got Counts Wraith Knock, Lady Devil, Brooklyn Joker, and the Goddess of Pain. And this is not just any 4 competitors. We've got couples in this matchup having to face each other. Hey, why not? It's fun.
You ready?
Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
Coming out first. F6'4", weighing 240 pounds. From Paris, France. Count Race 9.
Count of shadows, deceiver. Trap not the true believer. Arrogance, must in charm. His pride's a lethal arm. Muffin Man's deadly vice. Sweet facade hides the eyes. Track knock script titans. In darkness he frightens. A lord of brutal might. Reigning terror night. Masked with a cruel grin. Underneath only sin. Restless might, oh deceit. Victory tastes bittersweet. Arena echoes
Aww,
his
that
name.
new
Fights and schemes, all the
So
same.
like helping her out, Mrs. U-Taker out of the casket and thanking her for the match. matchmaker, I see. And our next competitor come to the ring at 6 foot even, weighing 200 pounds. From the city of Atlantis, Lady Devil. That is not what I meant, Arya, but okay. Taking shit literal. Originally from Athens, Greece, now the leader of the kingdom of Atlantis in the place of her father, Poseidon, the god of the sea.
Stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I'll be moving fast.
Coming out at 7 foot even, weighing 285 pounds, from Brooklyn, New York, Brooklyn Joker. A former Blackout champion, former Men's Unholy Trinity champion.
Call me a shooting star.
But that was definitely very sweet of Violet. Trying to help out.
You say that I'm psychotic.
And now for our final competitor in the Fatal 4-Way.
It's like every time the conversation changes and I want you right
At 5 foot 10, weighing 200 pounds,
You say
from
that I'm
every
hypnotic.
man's nightmare, the goddess of pain.
It's like every time I walk into the room, you know you want what I have. I have. Turn it on, turn it off. Can't tell if I love you right back. Moving in, moving on. Turn it on, turn it off. Can't tell if I love you right back.
There is such a thing as starting out as a friendship and evolving into something more, Arya. Just saying.
You say I'm a little lost. I love to make a mess. Guess I'm a little unconventional.
And as I said before,
Guess I'm a little
couples are involved in this matchup. The goddess of pain, married to Count's Race Knot, romantic relationship between Brooklyn Joker and Lady Devil. So why not have some fun seeing which partner, a romantic partner, can win the match? Count going after Joker, LD lifting up Goddess, dropping her with the power bomb. This is 2 out of 3 falls. In this fatal 4-way, there was a pin attempt on Joker, busted up by LD. LD and Goddess, no strangers to one another. Joker and Count, no strangers to facing one another. Now we can do things intergender around here. Inside the ring, we've got Goddess working over LD. Count taking down Joker. Knee drop to the face on LD. Count lifting up Joker, slamming him back first onto the ring apron. LD sent to the ropes. Slammed down by Goddess. On the outside, Joker sent back into the ring. Roll up between Goddess and LD. Kick out by Goddess. As Joker being driven headfirst into the mat by Count. Springboard moonsault does not connect for him. With the moonsault takedown, Hurricane Rana takedown, excuse me. Now Joker has Goddess up. Delaying the descent in this move, letting the blood drain to Goddess's head, dropping her with a suplex. As Count had the shovel in hand and whack-a-mole LD and then chucked it at her. Joker, with those leaping sentons, misses with the elbow drop on Goddess. Kick to the midsection. Underhook into a back slam onto Goddess. Cover. Kick out at 1. Joker has Count up. Count with those elbow shots to get out of his grip. Nice takedown into a roll-up on Count by LD. Kick out. Turns her attention back to Count. Series of strikes. No laughing matter onto Goddess on the outside. Janice in hand, knocked out of hand. LD has Count up. Massive power bomb by Lady Devil. As Goddess gets sent back into the ring, in comes Joker. Reversal by Joker. Has Goddess up. Slams her down. LD going after Joker. Shot to the midsection. And possibly aiming to do a pump handle maneuver, but got hip tossed and counter. Goddess slamming down Joker as LD going after Count, knocking him off that ring apron. Goddess with the slam on Joker. Joker having to roll out. Count. Leg caught. Shot to the face by Goddess. Count into the ropes. Elbow to the face. Knocked down. And Joker with the strike to the face. Knocking down Lady Devil. Goddess going up top on the turnbuckle. Drops the double axe handle into the cover on Count. And only a 1 count. Busted up by Joker getting in there just in time. Goddess with the booty buster onto Joker into the pin. Busted up by Count.
Let's go, ladies. No, I don't mean you, Count. I don't care how much makeup you put on.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. And now Count's on the outside, weeble wobbling, not falling down. And the booty buster on the outside by Goddess onto Count. Cover. Two count only. Count able to kick out. Joker sent back into the ring by Goddess. who ends up fending off LD with a punch to the face. But LD with that Samoan drop.
First person to eliminate Joker gets a raise.
Well, Atticus does help me manage the money, so yeah. Booty Buster on the outside, cover. And busted up at 2 by Joker. No laughing matter on the LD as Count gets thrown into the barricade. Cover. Bust up at 1 by Goddess.
Oh wait, no. They can't eliminate Joker. It's 2 out of 3 falls. Okay, fine. First one to pin Joker gets a raise.
Still works. Pin. Kick out by Joker.
Cover by LD again. Kick out again by Joker.
What's up, Brandon Cuevas? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Brandon.
You've only missed 1 match, so no problem.
Brandon, just to let you know, we did have an announcement regarding you and your blackout title for Friday.
Hold on a minute. Yes, on Wednesday, which Brandon, on Wednesday, I know you are, have been dubbed the official Total Eclipse champion, but due to the fact that the woman who had won that Blood Money briefcase for a title shot at the Blackout title earlier for the women, and the woman who was champion at the time is no longer on the roster. We are having either a Rumble or Gauntlet Wednesday as one of the bonus matches to determine a female Blackout champion in that person's place in order to face you on Friday.
In the unification match to crown a proper champion.
To make it official.
Yes. So you will be defending your blackout. You will be in a match Friday unifying both men and women's blackout titles.
Since you you left 24 as the men's blackout champion, having cashed in the briefcase.
Oh no, they're floating.
Oh god. I didn't do it.
Get down from there.
I didn't do it. And we're doing plenty of other things on Wednesday and Friday to make sure we have all the briefcases as well as the titles set leading into our pay-per-view few months from now. So
Joker with the first fall. Count going for a cover.
who did he pin?
It's
Oh, jeez. And Booty Buster onto Joker.
So yeah, all the briefcases will be available for Friday. The titles that need to be unified or can be unified will be unified on Friday,
Yep.
which will clear up any confusion for when we need to determine the points and everything else going into the paper.
And since the Dark Side of the Moon Championship and the Bad Moon Rising Championship were coming out at 24 as the cover
Broken up.
right well at 1 by Goddess. Since Dark Side of the Moon and Bad Moon Rising were in 24, the men's and women's world titles, and now we're having an official intergender world title. We have Damien as the Bad Moon Rising champion and Dark Side of the Moon champion Liliana Lancaster facing off on Friday as a unification to determine the inaugural
Along with the other ones in that match.
part of a fatal 4-way let me explain, to determine the official intergender world champion going into the pay-per-view. Right now, we have both of those champions, as well as Jeff Matthews, who had won the Blood Money briefcase for that exact title of the Bad Moon Rising title shot. Now, woman who ended up getting the Dark Side of the Moon title shot for the briefcase, no longer on the roster. So, in order to determine someone who to get that fourth spot, we will be having a Rumble or Battle Royal as one of our bonus matches on Wednesday. In order to determine that.
But yeah, if you want to know everything, go back, watch the beginning of the show. We announced all this, but like I said, essentially, we're just clearing up our bases to make sure we have all the briefcases set and all the champions that need to be set going into the paper.
And that is it with that final fall. Your winner is Joker.
None of you get a raise. I'm taking money out.
I'm giving you a deduction. God. Sup, Black Ice? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Brian.
Congratulations to Brooklyn Joker.
But yes, in some capacity for Friday's show, everybody will be in action. Some of you will be double booked, perhaps triple booked, depending on.
Yes, Friday's gonna be a long ass Halloween show.
Yeah.
So you're gonna need a lot of food, a lot of snacks, a lot of drink. We'll be on the air for a while.
Probably start early, around noon, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that would probably be best.
Yep.
Next up, Extreme Rules. One fall to a finish, knockout only. We've got Whisper Bagwell taking on Austin Bagwell. And Blake knows how it is nice, very nice with the compliments for Arya. Coming out first at 5'10", weighing 206 pounds, from Texas, Whisper Bagwell.
Hell-bent on playing one last time. Undead fingers pluck that 5-string, making it wail and making it sing. Close cold hands on frets of bone. In this bang on halo. Angels screaming like a bat out of hell, breaking the silence of death spell. Bluegrass
Okay, not a problem, AJ. Just keep surprise on when you are able to, when you get online, and we'll bring you in live.
That's fine, yeah. We should still be live around that time with everything we gotta do.
Yep. Gonna have a lot of prep for Wednesday and for Friday. Coming out next, her opponent. At 6'1", weighing 250 pounds, from Austin, Texas, Austin Bagwell. And I'm gonna pull an Asriel. Does he really? Bagwell, really?
No one knows the price I pay. Chasing
Oh, he pulls this on Jake. We might as well pull this on Austin.
I'm a shadow on the run. No place left to hide or come undone. Burning bridges, breaking lies. I'll survive beneath these cursed skies.
It is stepmother versus stepson in this matchup.
Every scar tells a tale.
Whisper, the loving wife of
Battles
Austin's
lost
father,
and not
Big
so
Bagwell.
pale. But I don't break, I don't bend. I'm the nightmare you can't defend. I'm a shadow on the run.
Here we go. Ring the bell. Lock up between the two. Austin has her up, but Whisper with those elbow strikes to the side of the face. Shot to the midsection from Austin. Shot to the face. Kick to the midsection. Another. Dropping Whisper to the mat. Knee drop to the face. Up kick from Whisper. Don't get it twisted when it comes to Whisper. She's a tough country gal. And will take on both sides of the coin, if you know what I mean. Whisper going up. Misses with that double axe handle off the top turnbuckle as Austin was looking for a weapon. Had brought Janice out from underneath the ring. Sends a Whisper into the ring post. Pulling back on the face. Stomp to the spine. Jeez, prime time. Damn it, prime time. Oh my goodness, really? Fuck off, Trevor. Ain't like you're a prize. Welcome to the stream, Azriel. Good to see you. Whisper. That's a light tube in hand. And it busted, got taken from her and busted across the midsection by Austin. Stomp to the back of the leg. Austin has Whisper up, drops her throat first onto the top rope. Double axe handle on the face off the mid rope. Austin, what's he raring to do? Lifts her up. Drops her head first and into a neck breaker on the kneecap. Tura, Texas, shades of his daddy. Pins and submissions don't mean shit. You need to knock them out to get the win. Cravat choke onto Whisper. Looked like she was tapping out, but tap outs ain't gonna help none. Maybe you should take your own advice, Trevor. You've obviously been too involved for anybody's liking. Elbows to the midsection on Austin. Drop kick by Whisper. Whisper looking for a weapon. Has the mannequin arm. Whack-a-mole in Austin. Austin takes the mannequin arm back, cracks her in the midsection. And over the dome as well. Stomp to the spine. Stomp to the midsection. Drops the double axe handle onto the back of the head. Austin thinking high risk. And dives, overshoots that dive as Whisper was headed towards that turnbuckle to knock him off. Damn! Blake, if you and Arya get together, you're gonna fit right in. You're so fitting right in. You know the drill. Hunter's bad. Coming into the ring with the barbed wire bat, not able to utilize it. Austin with the shot to the face, dropping the forearms. Whisper hanging on to the ropes in the corner. Goes onto the mid rope and rains the punches to the face, but Whisper able to shove him away. Damn it, Ashfield. They stole Atticus's arm again. Hey, could be a bit of spare part from Sarah's lab. Who knows? Leaping neckbreaker onto Whisper. Kick in the midsection. Code Red onto Whisper. No knockout. And of course, Trevor in his non-charming way responds with some spiked brass knucks. Familiar from the attack on Liliana. Whisper trying to whip Austin with that traffic cone. Kick the midsection again with the cravat choke by Austin. Sweetie, you are not. You are not a freak whatsoever. What does Austin have in mind? Super kick to the dome of Whisper. But no knockout. And Whisper getting whipped with that damn traffic cone gets the knockout for Austin Bagwell. And now we've seen a knockout happen with the freaking traffic cone. Well, at least we know we know Austin's punches didn't get the damn knockout. But moving on.
Next match.
Okay. Next up, we've got Jen taking on Aria Hawthorne. 30-minute Iron Man, finisher only. Balls count anywhere. Aria, focus on your match. Don't bother dealing with Trevor. Yeah. He's not what's important to me.
Appreciate that ass, girl. Put him somewhere until this match so he can't bother anymore.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Coming out first at 5'10", weighing 141 pounds from Nashville, Tennessee, Jen Richards. Blake, you're a good dude. Coming out next at 5'5", weighing 125 pounds from Kyoto, Japan, the Death Huntress, Aria Hawthorne. Yay! We got some good vibes coming from Aria Hawthorne. Yay! Blake doing the right is the best thing, yeah.
Once again,
Not listening to that fool Trevor.
paranoid expands within. Little voices start to begin.
Jen Richards making the challenge up to Aria. Stiffs were determined, and this is what we got in store. 30-minute Iron Man, Ben only. As in, finisher only. Thanks, bro. Much appreciated. As we all ever so kindly tossing it into releasing the hole, but it caught tossing Trevor into a dumpster. Has him padlocked in there until the main event.
Is all I feel. Now it's real. They just away. Gotta hear the voices say.
Word is we've got AJ at the U-Taker Manor watching the show alongside Rose as he keeps close watch over Tomura Tagaya. AJ was able to get rid of the curse mark that was on his body, draining his energy.
Nathaniel, I don't think, is in action today.
No, he's not.
Just Trevor and Lilith today.
Yep, just Trevor and Lilith today.
Since we're going to be having a fuck ton of matches.
And I believe they're already, Trevor...
Wednesday and Friday.
Yep, and I think the Hunters are booked for Wednesday's show as well as Friday's show.
Yeah, they're definitely booked.
Yeah, so we got a lot...
They're going to be booked a lot Friday's show with everything going on.
Yeah, so they're going to have a busy... They have a busy week. A very, very busy week. Appreciate it, Aspiel. I don't usually take out the trash, but I made an exception in this case. Jen wrenching on the head and neck with the headlock. Now wrenching on the arm, working over that shoulder. Big punch to the midsection and counter. Sends Jen into the ropes. Arya, I don't know what she was attempting there, but missed. Springboard maneuver misses for Jen, but that shot sure didn't. Pop-up punch by Jen. Jen, a former Sanguine Seductresses tag team champion, so she's no slouch. But this ain't with this challenge was not made it with any ill will on Jen's part. Just some good competition. Plain and simple. Jen setting up. Power bomb onto Arya. Tripped up by Arya. Jen sent onto the ring apron. Jen fighting her way back in. Into the ropes. Oh, block by Arya. Ooh, BFT dropping Jen face first. Goes up top, high risk. What she have in mind? Nice shot to the head of Jen Richards. We got company at the U-Taker Manor. I highly doubt he got past the gate, the front gate. Cause that's the estate is heavily guarded, including that front gate. AJ and Killian already aware of Nathaniel's presence. Ezreal sensing trouble at the manor, making his presence known for Nathaniel. Submission applied on Jen. Jen able to pry the fingers apart. Elbow to the face.
And Killian's called out the Hellhounds.
Hey. I mean, if you're not a total asshole to them, then pretty much you're in their good graces. The hunters just don't happen to be. Well, Nathaniel, there's a certain song. You don't always get what you want. You rabbit-headed dumbass. Spinning back fist onto Arya. Springboard shot drops Arya. Good boy. Hellhound taking care of Nathaniel. Yay. Well, as the Hellhound is dragging the Nathaniel to the ground, AJ's burning Nathaniel.
Killing. I insist. They are rather hungry, and this one loves rabbits.
As long as the Hellhounds don't catch anything nasty from Nathaniel if they bite him. That's all I ask for. I don't care if they're supposed to be hellhounds. They're still animals that deserve to be healthy just like anybody else. Besides, they've been nothing but cool to the wolf our family wolf pack. So yeah. Arya sets up Jen with the code of silence. First fall in her favor. Yeah, Nathaniel, you don't get to bargain, you don't get to barter. Nah.
Oh no, he ain't even there anymore.
And Asriel give an insult to injury by calling him Nate instead of Nathaniel. Ah, you've been utilizing his Paul's hellhounds too. Cool. The more the better. Drag his punk ass away. Styles clash onto Arya by Jen. AJ, I don't know if he. I think Nathaniel simply dropped on top of that dumpster that Trevor was padlocked in. So, unless that portal transferred him into the dumpster right along with them. Roundhouse to the face of Jen. Arya picking up that sledgehammer. Hey bro, maybe utilize those drones on that dumpster. Especially if both Trevor and Nathaniel are inside. That might be... Oh, miss to the face of Jen from Arya.
Yeah, Killian does have a point. They wouldn't have been able to actually get into the manor or estate ground itself, but the fact that they were even lurking around anywhere near the fucking perimeter premises.
Yeah. Utaker Estate is the safest place around for a reason. Plus, I would think that, the head of the head of security to Queen Dark Angel Fire, aka Mrs. Utaker, named Damien, would be on high alert and make sure that he wouldn't make it in there.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Because Killian, last I remember, he wasn't even at the manor. He was on the way back because him and Lissa were doing some stuff out in town together earlier today. So, like I said, there's no way Trevor or any of them could have even gotten on the manor grounds and stuff. But the fact that they were even anywhere near the fucking vicinity is a bit annoying.
Yeah, the whole point is this is
because Ann and Jack are having that same issue. They can't get into Ann and Jack's place at the bayou, but they got a fuck ton of them just lurking around the general fucking area.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
know the fucking general area of where the manor, the estate, and everything is, but due to all the protections, they can't find it, see it, or sense anything there. So they kind of have to just wander around the outside waiting for one of us to come out to them.
Yes, and I believe Ezra has had security locked in on Asgard as well.
No. Remember I gave that control of that to Lucian and them until Ezra decides whether or not he wants to do because there's a chance that he doesn't even want to be a leader run switch. If he doesn't, I'm going to honor him. I'm not going to force that on him if he doesn't want the responsibility.
Another fall in favor of Arya.
But now, the Utaker Manor and the estate grounds around it, as well as Jack and Andromeda's place at the bayou, are some of the safest places that people can go.
Yep.
Unfortunately, when people know the general area of where those locations are at, it kind of makes leaving those places a pain in the ass too, because you always have to look around once you leave the protections and go, oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah, the number one reason why I keep our triplets there most of the time, other than maybe a random chance of like going to visit their auntie LD or whomever, is because the hunters seem to have too much access and their fingers in many things. And
yeah, well, that's all thanks to Lilith fucking being inside Liliana's mind for so long. She's been at the bayou, she's been at the manor, and all that, so Lilith knows the general area of where everything is, and therefore she told the hunters where everything is.
And she,
But, like I said, they can't exactly find where everything is.
I'm just glad that Lilith has not tried to make any more attempts at the triplets. It's
All for Arya.
bad enough she ended up inciting early labor on me and did what she did to Ariel.
Springboard into Yuri connects. So far, Arya in the lead with 6 falls.
Slingshot kick to knock down Jen. Another ball in favor. Finisher only.
Wasn't supposed to be finisher inside Alex.
No, you just gave me
Pretty sure.
30-minute Iron Man. You gave. Wait a minute. No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
I wrote it down as I was being told, and I don't remember it being Hell in a Cell. So. Shot to the face. Has Arya hooked on through the ropes. Clobber and blows to the chest. Arya dropping to the floor.
I'm pretty sure I told you finisher. From now on, if you're doing finisher, doing it side helps. Because I remember I had told you one of the matches was supposed to be finisher Iron.
Yeah, this is their finisher Iron Man. I just
Yeah,
don't.
I'm sure it's side helmets.
So what you're saying is 2 Trailer Park Boys go around the outside. What the fuck? Damn it, Azriel. Much appreciated, Violet. All those drones sending 500,000 volts of electricity into that dumpster containing Trevor and Nathaniel outside the arena. GTS knee strike from Jen to Arya. They will get a change, a charge of that. Shocking development. Oh my god. Ah! Vera also at the manor, having been attacked during at CRW the night before. She faced off in an Iron Man match against in the tiebreaker to the Iron Man match she recently had against Lilith. And Lilith ended up driving a dagger through her chest with Fairy's Bane laced onto the dagger.
Oh, look, the bitch is here.
Of course, the bitch can't stay away. Cutter onto Arya gets a fall in the favor of Jen Richards. Of course, she has to ruin Asriel's fun. Traffic cone whipped onto Arya. Another fall in favor of Jen Richards. Slingshot kick to the face of Arya. Arya crawling onto the ring apron, pulling herself back up by the ropes. Shot to the face knocks her to the outside. Yeah, not happening, Violet. She'll just be more inclined to make you pay attention. She's like a cockroach that just will never go away. And Asriel just adept at technomancy, bringing the drones back to life to go after her. Series of kicks. Final one, knocking down Jen. Goes after her with the traffic cone, but Jen comes firing back with the leaping knee strike. Sets up Arya. Drops her with the Styles Clash. And now whips her with the on the back with that traffic cone. Kick in the midsections. Cutter dropping Arya in another fall in favor of Jen Richards. Dragon screw leg whip from Arya. Pops up top. Moonsault onto Jen. Arya measuring Jen. Nice maneuver. Another fall in her favor. And now whipping Jen with that traffic cone. Kick to the spine. Going back up top. Beckoning Jen to her feet. Has her locks in. Shot to the face off the top. Oh, she wants to go high risk yet again. Turns around. Oh, did not connect for her. Submission applied. Fall in favor of Jen. Only got a little impact with that moonsault. Gets slammed face first in the turnbuckle. Arya props her up top, sets her up. And a straight shot brain buster onto Jen. And Lilith just vanished with Trevor and Nathaniel. Unfortunately, we have to see Trevor in the main event, as well as Lilith. But maybe...
Not the only thing she just did.
Oh, you little bitch. Basically clawing him across around the throat, letting letting her blood flow into his wound. Looks like her blood is no doubt poisonous. Yeah, Arya hears about this. She's gonna be ready to draw blood for sure. Jen dropping onto Arya with a shot to the dome off the barricade. Sets her up. GTS knee strike. Yeah, Violet. That's the only you've seen me get people hook people up onto IVs. There's a way to do blood transfusions to try and transfer her blood, Lilith's blood, out of Blake's system.
It's not that simple, Azrael. And like I said, it's not going to be a matter of IV and stuff. Once it's in your system, it's merged with your blood and that shit's flowing. It doesn't matter how many transfusions you have. Your blood now has her blood. So it doesn't matter if Azrael tries to withdraw the stuff, it's already merged into his DNA.
Oh yeah, she's a dead demon walking. Most assuredly.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, she's a dead demon walking. I don't see any issue with it. It's not like it's the first time we've had somebody infected with demon blood in this family. I mean, hell.
Yeah, but it also depends on what her blood in particular.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Once she's fucking gone and taken care of and all that, anything having to do with her goes with her. So if he develops some powers and stuff, again, like I've said before in the same case with Ariel, just because you have a piece of someone inside of you does not automatically make you exactly like that person. It's a matter of choice and how you choose to use
True.
the powers given to you. So, Blake could fall from this and turn to darkness and evil, or something good can come out of it. It's ultimately his choice. How he chooses to use the gifts or curses given to him.
And if him and Arya are truly meant to be, maybe Arya could...
Well, let's not rush things.
I'm just saying, if a big
Didn't
if.
those two just meet each other?
I said if if
Why are we even assuming ifs at this point, though?
anyways, drop kick to the back by Jen.
Violet, like I said, only thing I need you to do is make sure he's there and make sure he's contained and keep an eye on him. Sarah already closed his wound up before too much damage could take place. So at this point, it's just a matter of keeping him under surveillance to make sure nothing crazy happens. Jen going for a twist of fate there. Arya looking like she countered it, though.
You know where to place the challenge, Azriel. He's wanting Lilith next week.
That's fine, but I'm letting you all know after Friday's show, Trevor, Nathaniel, and Liam will no longer be available for matches until a later date, since the whole thing with them is supposed to end on Halloween. Lilith will be sticking around for further story stuff, but will be in limited capacity to give more focus to building towards the pay-per-view, as well as doing stories for everybody else on the roster and other things that may need or want to be done. So
Because if what we have in store works, well, you know what? Screw that. Win or lose, 3 won't be making it past the damn event on Friday.
12 falls apiece in this matchup. 1 minute remaining. Arya trying to send Jen back into the ring. Jen kicks Arya in the back of the head as she's trying to get back in. Picks Arya back up. Send her across the outside towards the barricade. Stiff shots to the face. "20 seconds remaining. And looks like we're going to have a draw. Lame. I hate draws. They're so indecisive. Mark it down for later, I guess. What, babe? This is the whole point of a win-loss system. Don't give me that heavy sigh. You have to have a winner. It doesn't work if you make people tie. You can't have wins and losses off a tie. You're the one who decided to switch off the point system to this, so...
Anywho, moving on. Next up, Super Stevie versus Jade Bagwell. Coming out first at 5'8", weighing 130 pounds, from out of this world, Super Stevie. Coming out at 5'10", weighing 206 pounds, from Biloxi, Mississippi, Jade Bagwell. In 26, I'm gonna be rewriting my notes so they're a lot cleaner than they are.
Or hear me out. For the 10,000th time.
Rolling in a rocket.
Use a notepad. You can sync it to your Gmail and other things. That way you have it on hand and you don't have to have a bunch of scribbles. We are in the 20th century. Well, 21st century technically, but yeah.
Kick the spine on Jade.
She rolls her eyes on me and thinks I'm acting ridiculous, but I'm not. Hey, Azrael's told you the same thing too, so.
Anyways, back to the action. Jade twisting the foot and ankle on Stevie. Pulling back on the arms, stomping on the spine. Traversing the ropes, drop kick onto Stevie. Cover. 2 count only. Boots to the back. Boots to the face. Double knees to the spine. Janice knocked out a hand. Stevie sent gut burst into the steel steps. Series of shots blocked by Stevie. Roundhouse to the face drops Jade into the cover. This is one fall to a finish. Pin only. Shot to the face. Has her up for the GTS knee shot. Cover. Janice knocked out of hand. Series of strikes by Stevie. Upward knee strikes to the midsection. And now teeing off with the barbed wire bat into the cover. Kick out at 2. Upwards kick from Jade. Elbow to the face knocks her down. Kicks to the midsection. Roundhouse to the face. Cover. Kick out at 2. Side of the head. Jade turns her over. Set up into a submission, pulling back on one of the arms as the other one's hooked. Can only wear her down with submissions. Now light tube over the body of Stevie. Now the cover. Kick out at 2. Drop kick to the face of Stevie. Stevie with a series of kicks and knee shots sends Jade across the floor. Takedown by Jade. Turns her over. Oh, takedown by Stevie. Sets her up for the GTS. Knee shot. I believe she got busted open too. Cover. And again, kick out at 2. Stevie. Yeah, that's another light tube underneath the ring. Busts it over the knee of Jade. Shoots the half. Goes for the cover.
Which half is she shooting?
I don't know. Blame Mord for saying that shit. Saying those words. So, used them. Moonsault onto the spine of Jade. Stevie going high risk. Double foot stomp to the back. Arya, we have a situation. Lilith basically attacked Blake. Not only cutting open a wound on herself, but then across the throat of Blake, dripping her own blood into the wound, and then disappearing. Sarah managed to close the wound on Blake, but now Blake is at the Mutaker Manor, being well contained, so to make sure that there's no ill effects from all that. And
I already guarantee you there's gonna be effects from all.
Well,
she basically just turned him, so.
So now he's gonna end up having to fight through whatever control that that demon blood has on him, and try and make sure it's not is on the side of good instead of evil. And your winner of tonight's matchup is Super Stevie.
It's cute.
Next up, 2 out of 3 tables match. Angela's way of trying to drink Jake Bagwell under the table without any alcohol involved. We'll see how this goes.
Go.
I was waiting until you were done typing.
You don't need to. I can multitask.
Coming out first, that 5'10", weighing 210 pounds from the outer circle of hell. Now repping the flaming fire move pack as their Luna, Angela Corbin.
You can't deny you got that feeling in your bones, ready to go. Are you ready
Hey,
to go?
Celeste. How's it going?
From east to west to LAX to
Hey,
Tokyo.
Celeste.
Don't you know?
Whatever you missed, you know how to catch it on the replay?
Yes, we have a lot of announcements that were announced at the beginning of this show regarding the event on Friday as far as titles and the briefcases go.
And for the top, also at the top of the show, due to the damage sustained by Alexander on an episode of NWA when he faced off against Lilith, Colton Richards took his place in that casket match against Mrs. Utaker at the beginning of the main card.
Oh, and Nathaniel was seen sneaking around outside the area of the manor. Not
Yeah.
like at the manor, but like
around the perimeter outside the damn gate.
yeah, so Killian had his hellhound along with Paul's drag him off somewhere.
Astro helped, went there to help chase him off, as well as AJ too, because AJ's been.
Oh, they were there looking for Tomura and AJ, but like I said, they can't get into the manor grounds or anywhere near there. They can scout around the general area because they have an idea of where that is, but they can't see anything. They can't sense anything, and the only reason Killian spotted them was because he was on his way back to the manor from doing shit with Lissa and noticed the shit, and AJ sensed them.
And real quick, at 6'5", weighing 290 pounds, from Houston, Texas, Jake Bagwell.
But yeah, as far as Friday's show, everything with the Hunters will go down, and we did make some announcement regarding title unification matches that need to be done going into and determined going into the pay-per-view, as well as some of the briefcase matches that need to be taken care of going into the pay-per-view. So
Okay, well, they are here, and Angela is trying to handle business against Jake. Letting y'all know, for Wednesday, we will be having a Rumble or Battle Royal for the fourth spot fourth spot for Fatal 4-Way on Friday to determine the intergender world champion. Damian Richards as the Bad Moon Rising champion, Liliana Lancaster as the Dark Side of the Moon champion, and Jeff Matthews being the one who won the Bad Moon Rising title shot in one of the Blood Money briefcases, have solidified their spots. So, the woman who ended up earning the briefcase for a Dark Side of the Moon title shot was D-Hulk chick as Angela with the first fall in this tables match. But D-Hulk is not on the roster anymore. So, having a Rumble or Battle Royal to determine that fourth and final spot. Men and women will be included.
But yeah, we announced everything, all the matches and all that earlier in the show. We will post a card for Wednesday and Friday shows so people know what the title matches are. As I said earlier, everybody on the roster will be in action in Friday in some capacity.
And
some of you double and triple book depending on your alignment with the storyline, as well as how we determined to do the briefcases and everything. But basically we're doing all this to make sure we have everything squared away and set in stone leading into the pay-per-view.
As well on Wednesday, a Rumble or Gauntlet to determine who will rep as the women's blackout champion, due to the fact that the women's blackout champion at the time before we left 24 no longer on the roster. So the woman who wins that Rumble or Gauntlet on Wednesday will be dubbed the women's blackout champion to face off against the men's blackout champion coming out of 24, Brandon Cuevas, on Friday, to unify both titles. Now that in 24, fully intergender, it's going to be dubbed the Total Eclipse Championship. So making sure it's official.
Yep, and then after the Halloween show leading into the pay-per-view, the point system winner, the briefcase holder, and the champions will basically be who gets to face off at the pay-per-view in January.
Yep. So champion, whoever is at the top for win-loss record, briefcase holder, and anybody else who is now necessary, because we do have the winners of the 2024 faction games in the Wolves Den.
Yes, so they will also be able to have their title shots at the pay-per-view.
Exactly. So we're trying to make sure we have solid champions involved, solidified, leading up to that pay-per-view, which will be later, a few months from now, or early next year, in January, as Angela gets gut first into that table on the outside.
Oh, right. One more thing, since I know Tiny's probably listening in right now or lurking somewhere. Incredible Steve is the holder of the men's trios briefcase. He needs to find a couple partners. We figured
Max Blaylock would be one of them, due to them being a regular tag team as the Not So Young Bucks.
Yeah, but basically at Friday's show, the Incredible Steve and his two partners will face off against the Wolves Den, and the winner of that match will then face off against the Gorgon sisters, Catherine and Morgana, along with Lady Devil.
Yeah, so
at the pay-per-view to determine the unification for that. But since Steve did have the briefcase, we figured before we ultimately set in stone the Wolves Den versus the Demigorgons, we would give Steve the chance to cash in his briefcase against the Wolves Den, and the winner of that match would go on to face the Demigorgons at the pay-per-view.
And the Wolves Den is Jester, Turmoil, and Tomura Tagaya were the men's Unholy Trinity champions coming out of 24. And the women's were the Demigorgons, LD, Catherine, and Morgana. So the only reason why we are not doing anything like we're doing for the women, is because the one who ended up getting the briefcase at the time for that title shot in Firestar is no longer on the roster.
So yeah, bunch of title matches to determine, bunch of briefcases to hand out and get cashed in, because they've been on hold for over a year, so those need to get done and figured out. So
yep.
Shulky, if you are lurking, or Tiny, if you are lurking, since I know Max and all that is partially trusted with you as a person. So, yeah. Steve will need to find 2 partners for Friday.
Okay, Chase.
Yeah, that's what we're saying, Chase. Right now, we can't book the Blood Money. We can't book the women's trios anyway until those 2 are available to us. Plus, we need Samantha for stuff too. So anything regarding the women's trios titles are being put on hold until which point Morgana and the rest of them become available. Jake out the back. Angela's trying to suplex him through that table. Jake dragging Angela over. Oh, reversal by Angela. But yeah, basically every title and briefcase will be unified and or on the line Friday to give us a more clear picture going into the show in January other than the trios titles. The only thing happening regarding the trios titles will be Steve using his briefcase to cash in against the Wolves Den, and the winner of that match will then face the women's champions once they become available.
As well as the regular tags that have now gone intergender. Wolves Den will be in that fatal 4-way. Jester and Turmoil will be there in that fatal 4-way due to Turmoil winning the Blood Fiend's tag title shot in his briefcase. Diamond Sky won the Sanguine Seductresses, so Sunny Skies, herself, and Sunshine Marigold will be in that matchup. The Shenanigators, Count Zraithnock teaming with Mr. U with...
Hold on, your winner of the match, putting Jake through the table, 2 falls to nothing, Angela Corvin.
Anyways, continuing. The Shenanigators, Count Zraithnock, one half of the original Blood Fiends Tag Team Champions, now teaming with Mr. U, with Tiny in their corner. And the women's Sanguine Seductresses are Lady Double and Samantha Madison. But Samantha Madison, unable to compete at the moment, has yet to return, and also has been deemed the new tag team partner for Webby Corbin. And we've already brought up a possible suggestion for Lady Double to team alongside Jen Richards to represent who were the Sanguine Seductresses tag team champions.
Yeah, so bit of a dilemma there. Revy and Samantha both did confirm that they were going to be a team. LD and Samantha were the champions for the women coming out. But since we know LD has teamed with Jen before, if she is okay with it, we are going to talk to her later and personally to hash this out and figure out what she wants to do. But she will be defending the tag team titles along with somebody as well, along with everybody else in that match for the unification on Friday.
On to our next match.
Which I do believe I did mention this to her when I was talking to her about possibly having Revy team with Samantha a while back anyway. So yeah, she was aware of the fact that she and Samantha were champions and that she would have to find another partner. So yeah, I don't imagine she'd have a issue teaming with Jen here since they've teamed before, but I would have to double check bases with her again just to make sure.
Next up, in the underground, 2 out of 3
That's in my company, Marcus. Tiny and Shulky are together here as the Marvelous Hellions.
Yeah, Marvelous Hellions is Tiny and Shulky in my company, and LD teaming with Tiny is in CRW.
Yes. Speaking of which, I need the information for that.
And and for Count and Mr. U-Taker to be best represented on Friday for the Shenanigators. Gonna need information for music as well as entrance and victory and tag finisher for them as well.
Oh no, like I said, if they don't get it, I can keep doing as I've been having.
I'm trying to figure it out. Figure one out.
No, like I said, I can use their separate entrances if I don't have one Friday. It's fine. Like, I don't really mind. I'm not going to rush people. Like, if they have stuff going on, yeah. So,
Abdul Franklin, welcome to the stream.
welcome in.
Welcome to Blood Moon Wrestling Federation. We're on our weekly episode of Lifeblood. I'm Crushing Kelly Black, alongside me, the Chaos Reaper, Atticus Black. We do AI versus AI. Everybody role playing their characters in the chat. Who's on the roster?
But yeah, basically, me and Kelly want to have all the champions set in stone going into the January pay-per-view. So we're doing these unifications Friday to get that all squared away. That way it's easier to run the win-loss system and not have everything clustered come pay-per-view time.
And just so you know, even if Morgana is unable, is still a pregnancy, she can have to take someone to replace her.
She doesn't have to. Like I said, the trios unification, if it doesn't happen at the pay-per-view, it can just wait until Caster and Morgana and LD can fully be established as a team after Morgana and Samantha give birth.
Alright, I'll have to talk to Count about the theme music. Just the rest of the stuff that we need. Simply that. Colton has already come to the ring for the second time tonight. Now in the post at 5'6", weighing 130 pounds from the outer circle of hell. Kasara U-Taker.
Never had a choice, never had a path, only people in your way. Never had a mask or a reason to be fake. All you had was you and a reason to succeed. All you had to do was keep believing in the dream. All you ever knew was being weak and on your knees. But you're only gonna lose if you don't learn from your defeats. Yeah, gotta make the world know my name.
So far, all I have plugged in the universe is that her as Tiny as their manager, due to the tag team thing. So if I have to, so if Tiny is their trio's partner as well, I can just set up them separately as a trio too.
Technically, what you would do for the three of them, if you want Tiny to come out with them both as their manager during matches, is you would set the three of them up together, and then instead of doing a tag entrance for the three of them, it would be a trios entrance with Tiny set in the managerial spot. You would have Count and Paul set as the tag spots.
Count and Mr. U.
Or yeah, Count and Mr. U as the tag spots. Tiny as the manager spots, and then you would give the three of them a trios entrance. So Mrs. U-Taker would come out with them as their manager.
Well then,
together.
Well then, I guess for the Shenanigators, all I'm gonna need is a trios entrance.
Well, no, like you would need the tag entrances for the matches where Mrs. U-Taker doesn't join them. I'm just saying you can give them a trios entrance.
Okay,
with Tiny
all right.
in the manager spot.
Well, then I need
for those specific matches where Tiny wants to join both Count and Mr. U at ringside.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, no problem, Celeste. I'll patiently await it, so I can get that properly plugged in for Friday.
Quit yelling at me.
God damn it.
We know. I was talking to her, not you.
Yeah. His lovely wife in the booth right beside him. So, yeah. Dagnabbit. Focus on it.
Focus on DJ.
Yeah. Focus on the fact that your casket match is a couple matches from now.
She said, "Excuse me? You heard me. Don't make me come out of this booth and kick your ass next, Celeste."
Colton sent gut first into the barricade. Firing back. Oh, setup into a interesting setup into a cutter. Now Colton getting on the barricade. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Don't know what she's all mad about. She was the one yelling at me. I was just joking around with her. Whatever. Like I said, can't please everyone, and I'm not gonna waste my time trying to, so.
Either way, she's booked in the main event. It is what it is. Isabella rooting on Colton. Shot to the face, kick to the midsection, series of shots from Kasara. Colton with a series of shots.
Well, excuse me, Marcus. She seemed a bit moody.
Dropped Kasara with a gutbuster. Shot to the face. Hell of a takedown onto Kasara from Colton. Meteora onto Colton. Kick in the midsection. Swinging cutter. Now teeing off with the mannequin arm. Shot. I knocked that mannequin arm out of hand. Double underhook suplex into the underhook. Face buster. Reverse STO onto Kasara.
I'm going to tell you one thing, Marcus. Doesn't matter if it's friends or family. I don't hold back for nothing.
Kasara sent back into the ring. Colton follows. Set up into a submission.
Oh, and I meant what I said. I'll put it in the challenge match chat later if I have to, but I do intend on taking on my godchildren, so.
First ball going to Colton. And Kasara firing back. Kick to the back of the leg. Kick to the midsection from Colton. She rolls away. Leaping neck breaker onto Kasara. Oh, Colton trying not to fall off the ring apron. And one shot to the chest ended up dropping him. Swinging. Good, like a cravat cutter. Colton able to kick her away on the outside. Knee drop to the face on Kasara. Leg sweep on the way back to her feet. Salida Del
Oh,
Sol.
Kasara, don't worry. I'll put you on the list too.
Stomps to the hand. Oh, she was going for a double knees, but ended up missing. Gets slammed face first onto the kneecap of Colton. She comes firing back with a kick to the back of the leg into a wheelbarrow stunner.
Besides, Kasara, I owe you a match anyway. I haven't faced you yet. I've faced your brother plenty of times, so.
Sarah sent flying across the floor. Going for that submission of his. Not able to get her to submit. Going for it a second time. See if that's the charm. No, she's with those kicks to the face. Trying to get some separation. Now Kasara slammed face first.
I still remember yesterday, Kasara, with that yo-yoing in the Hell in a Cell. Probably one of the most hilarious yet impressive things I've ever seen.
Reverse STO onto Kasara. Leg sweep on Colton on the way back to her feet. Colton sent towards that ring apron. Drops the double axe handle onto the face. Turns him over. Now the boots to the side of the face. Sarah. Underhook twisting type of neck breaker. Or brain buster. Colton able to kick her away. Gets sent towards the other end of that barricade. Has him by the scruff of the neck, walks him over to the ring, launches him into the ring the hard way. Double foot stomp to the midsection, kick to the face. One-legged Boston Crab onto Colton. He's able to fight his way out of it. Kasara sent into that ring apron, that ring post. Now, dungeon lock onto Kasara. She does not tap. Series of strikes. Dropping an elbow across the chest onto Kasara. Meteora onto Colton. Kasara exiting the ring. Finds the barbed wire bat. Goes to tee up. Does and misses, but didn't miss chucking it at Colton's head. Oh, leg caught. Colton shoves her down. Set up into the sharpshooter. She does not tap. Again, reverse STO. Stomp to the leg. Brings her back to her feet. Kick to the midsection. Again with the double underhook suplexes into the double underhook Facebook face Colton fighting the sledgehammer underneath the ring, changing his mind. Action back inside the ring. Twist in the arm and kick to the midsection on Kasara. Kasara firing back. Knee lift to the midsection. Axe kick to the back of the head. Colton trying to not go off the ring apron, and then he gets launched off. Kasara perched onto that barricade. Meteora on the outside. And Kasara. Irish whip back into the ring. Shots to the face. Colton with the upwards kick to the side of the face of Kasara. Kick to the spine. Another kick to the spine. Oh, go for the triangle choke or the Hell's Gate submission. And that is it. With the final tap out, your winner is Colton Richards. Holy, unholy hell. Quite the performance by Colton Richards. Earlier taking Tiny on in a casket match. Now having taken on Kasara in the underground. Next up, 30-minute Iron Man. Sarah Richards taking on Lilith. Basically, Lilith cut herself and then cut open the throat of Blake, dripping blood into his wound, and basically Sarah was able to close the wound, but her demon blood has mixed in with Blake's blood now. So trying to keep an eye on him at the U-Taker Manor. And speaking of, coming out at 5'7", weighing 144 pounds, from Paris, France, Sarah Richards.
Apparently Blake is someone that Colton and Violet and Vera all know.
Yep, Blake was introduced to Arya before her match by Violet. Trevor, of course, running off at the mouth, trying to discourage Blake from starting anything with Arya. And Lilith, of course, I'm gonna say it right now, she could ruin a wet dream just by being there. So she had to make things even more difficult and physically attack him. From the void, the demoness, Lilith. Yeah, she's a dead demon walking. And most of the rest, very much so. With everything she's pulled, she's been pulling a lot of death and destruction for as long as anybody can remember. And now it's come to roost in this war with the hunters. Oh, okay, a friend of Isabella and yours from Isabella's village. Not from a magical family, but basically trying to fit in with everybody, not being magical.
Your piece is borrowed, and now we want it back. You know you better not fuck us.
Well, he's gonna have some magic inside in him that if he has to decide whether he likes or just doesn't like. That's the thing about growing, being born and growing up in all of this. You're given time to
Daniel Johnson, welcome in.
You're given time to get used to your powers. This is not this is like a crash course in the worst way. Welcome, Daniel Johnson.
Oh, see, Colton, he wasn't magical. After what Lilith just did, he now has demon blood flowing through him. Doesn't matter how many transfusions you have, that's part of his DNA now. So ultimately, how he chooses to use that is going to be up to him. That's why Sarah had him go to the manor, because if it was just a matter of him needing the wound closed, she could have just done that and just kept him there at the arena. But she sent him there for safety to be watched over, because she knew Lilith's blood would probably have some sort of effect on him.
So basically,
doing good, Daniel.
Appreciate you stopping in, Daniel.
It's just like any other supernatural being. If you get their blood in them, well, not any other, but werewolves, vampires,
Lichens.
Well, I don't know about lichens.
Lichens and werewolves are like totally separate beasts. But yes. Yeah, and I was turned lichen.
Yeah, but I think werewolves can't control it with lichens. I think it's more of a choice. Like, they can bite people and not turn them, unlike werewolves who don't have as much control over themselves. The lichens, I believe, can pick and choose who they turn. At least that's what I believe the difference is.
As far as both entities, yes, there are times with where certain things are difficult to control, but what helps us even want to control those urges in the first place is having a soul and having any form of humanity whatsoever. Because, as you said, it's all about a matter of choice.
I'm going to argue that Because you cannot convince me that Lilith does not have control over her own powers. But you can also not convince me that that bitch has a soul.
You know what? I'm not saying Liliana has a soul. I'm not saying Lilith. I'm not saying Lilith has a soul. I don't believe one fucking bit that she has one.
Yeah, but that contradicts your statement. As you just said, the reason we are able to control it is because we have a soul. And if Lilith doesn't have a soul and you're still able to control it, that therefore proves your narrative wrong. It has nothing about having a soul. It's about having a sense of moral of right and wrong. Because, I mean, hell, I went basically soulless for God knows how long after burning myself away, and I was still able to determine a sense of right and wrong.
I still think that it matters with certain
I'm not saying
species.
it doesn't matter and that it doesn't help. I'm just saying a sense of control over one's powers has nothing to do with whether or not one has a soul. It has a sense of whether or not one just has wherewithal and a will to actually be able to control it. Whether you use that control for good or evil is a different thing.
Anyways, something interesting is going on with Colton right about now. A scythe has appeared before him, as well as a sword with his family crest on it. That is... It could be a matter of the powers that you are learning about and trying to get control over in order to best fend off Nathaniel.
But yeah, as far as the whole thing about whether or not Lycans can pick and choose to turn who they want, that'd be something I'd have to talk to Marcus about later.
Because
But I am fairly certain there is a difference when it comes to the fights.
yeah, for me, it was a matter of a former romantic partner who I was with at the time, and that was all part of me being turned. Doesn't mean the relationship worked out well, based on
Damn it,
not being
sis.
with them anymore. That's because of the family, the birth family the family you were born into. Yes, you were adopted into the dragon family by Diamond Sky and Alexander, but your birth family's abilities hold a lot of weight, despite the tragic end that they sustained. Because you are the last of that bloodline. And would be the one to continue on those abilities for your birth family. Pin attempt. And kick out at 2 by Lilith. Sarah with the power bomb on the outside. Lilith sent back into the ring. Sarah with the stomp onto the back of the head. And Lilith, that didn't have that much effect on her. That basically woke Lilith up. Now, pin attempt. Kick out at 2. Diamond Sky basically explaining that sword is what's gonna be an asset to Colton, aside from assistance from Isabella in order to take down Nathaniel. We'll see how well he wields that sword.
Scythe.
It was a scythe and sword that appeared. Yeah. It's his biological
Sorry,
father's.
I'm a Reaper. I'm only focused on the Scythe.
Of course.
Well, former
Fixations.
Reaper. Former Reaper. It's more like nostalgia at this point.
Oh, Janice chucked at the head of Lilith and she's been busted open. Kick the midsection. Oh, going for that wing clipper submission on Sarah. And she taps out. Set up on Sarah. Swinging neck breaker. Into the cover. Sarah gets out of the way of that knee shot. Springboard cutter onto Sarah, though. Sets her up. Knee shot to the face. That is true, Sky. Atticus can definitely help him with the Reaper of Time aspect.
Considering the last Reaper of Time was my fucking great fucking grandfather, yeah.
But since that also that sword belonged to his biological father, and Nathaniel is the reason they got wiped out, his birth family, that's gonna be the literal final end of one Nathaniel. Covered by Sarah. And a second fall in her favor. Set up by Lilith, comes firing back with that power bomb.
Arya out here quoting Aladdin.
Okay, Arya. Kick to the midsection. And back body drop to counter from Sarah. Sets her up. And the hidden blade to the back of the head. Cover. And another fall in her favor. Fireball to the face of Sarah. Oh yeah, that's gonna make Sarah super pissed. Into that wing clipper submission. Yeah, that fireball is gonna wake up Sarah in the worst way, and Lilith is gonna regret and have to live to regret that. Now teeing off with Janice. Come on, Sarah, make the bitch pay. Soul Snatcher! Interesting name for a move for something she never had. Cover.
Well, she has to snatch other people's. She
Yeah,
doesn't
because
have
she's
one of her
a
own.
thieving bitch.
She's jealous. She doesn't have one of her own, so she has to take them from other people.
She's thieving and trifling. Nothing new. Sarah with a jab to the face. Another shot to the face sets up for that flatliner. Now the kicks to the ribs, boot to the face, like, what the fuck else you got? Oh, misses with that roundhouse. Gets that blind to the outside. Lilith sent across the floor. Choke slam by Sarah. Shot to the face. And Sarah whipped onto the back of her head. Into the cover. Kick out at 2. Series of jabs. Again, Sarah whipped onto the back of her head into the cover. And another fall in Lilith's favor. Shot to the face in return. Sarah going for the cover. And another fall in favor of Sarah. Nice spread into the pin. And another fall in favor of Sarah.
Hey, Damien.
Hey, Damien.
Sarah tying it up. 6 falls apiece.
Apparently, for whatever Colton must do to work, he has to return to his birthplace, Terminus Hollow, where it all began. Another fall in favor of Lilith. Boot to the face from Sarah. Slingshot crossbody onto Lilith into the cover. Kick out at 2. Leg sweep onto Sarah. Chair shot to the face of Sarah. Lilith with the cover. 2 count only. Kick out by Sarah. Shot to the face. Lilith going for the cover. And a fall in her favor. Lilith has her up, slams her down. Picks up that barbed wire bat. Teeing off on the back of Sarah. Sarah gets back up. Spinning back fist, knocking it out of hand. Slams her down. Into the cover. Kick out at 2. Hey Ezra, hey Revy, welcome to the stream. And another fall in favor of Lilith. Revy looking very regal. In all the best ways. Another fall in favor of Lilith. Come on, sis. Lilith dropped face first onto the knee. Dropping the knee shots to the side of the leg. Now, kicks to the ribs, boots to the face. Shot to the back. Now Lilith whipped onto the back of her head. Cover. Ball in favor of Sarah. Lilith with the jab, Superwoman punch. Or maybe I had to use what Pete usually says, super bitch punch. Barbed wire bat in hand. Series of jabs, hip toss by Sarah. Leg caught. Dragon screw leg whip onto Sarah. Block. Shot to the face. A series of shots to the face. Sarah. With the sliced bread into the cover. And a fall in favor of Sarah. Yes, how may I help you? You must be known.
Yes.
Covered by Sarah.
Do you exist? Huh?
And another fall in favor of Sarah Richards. Hooks up one arm. Snaps the other. And another fall in favor of Sarah. Getting into the double digits. Boot to the face. Hooks one arm. Wrenching the other one back. Double knees to the spine. I think I see a burn mark on her face from that damn fireball, too. Elbow drops to the knee.
Did you get what you wanted?
Covered by Lilith. Kick out by Sarah. Set up. Sarah whipped onto the back of her head into the pin. And a fall in favor of Lilith. Lifts up Sarah. Running start drives Sarah spine first to the barricade. Then the knee strike to the face. Another knee strike to Sarah. Brings her back to her feet, spinning back fist. Eats a hip toss from Sarah. Sets her up. Protect your neck! On to Lilith, but Lilith, like a fucking demonic cyborg, just kips up like it ain't nothing. Cover again by Sarah. And a fall up in her favor. Sends Lilith across the floor. Spine buster onto Lilith. Sends Lilith back into the ring. Oh, I don't know, maybe going for the double axe handle. Lilith was able to roll out of the way. Rolling kick onto Sarah into the cover. Another fall for Lilith. Choke slam onto Sarah. Leg sweep on Lilith on her way back to her feet. Springboard into the tornado DDT from Sarah. Goes for the cover. And Sarah staying in this. Less than 5 minutes on the clock in this Iron Woman match. Lilith drop face first under the knee. Sarah eyeballing Lilith. Hidden blade to the back of the head. Into the cover. And she kicks out at 2. Spin kick by Lilith. Knocking down Sarah. Sarah showing the effects of many who have gone up against Lilith. You definitely suffer an energy drain. Off the top with that strike to the face. Sarah has Janice in hand, teeing off to the head of Lilith. Knocked out of hand. And Lilith drops her right onto Janice. Into the cover. Kick out at 2. Less than 3 minutes in this matchup. Sarah back to her feet, kicks the midsections, hooks her in, swinging neck breaker into the cover. And another fall in favor of Sarah. Shot to the face. Sets her up. Dumps her on her head into the cover. And another fall in her favor. Oh, joy. Unwelcome arrivals. Going after AJ this time. Another fall in favor of Lilith. Oh, but does Lilith have in mind? Knee shot to the face into the pin. Yeah, you shouldn't have put your hands on AJ. Blasting Trevor and Nathaniel away from him. With his new Dragon Flame ability. Now the basic trading of slaps and chops and strikes between the two. Shot to the face from Lilith. In return from Sarah. Back and forth. Now, hockey fight. Usually how it ends up. And Lilith whipped onto the back of her head. And another fall in favor of Sarah. Spinning back wrist by Lilith. Gets hip tossed. Less than 20 seconds. Lilith driving face first. And now bounce between the ropes head first. Drop face first onto the knee. Sarah went outside to look for a weapon. Oh boy. Sarah with the win, but yeah. Probably not gonna like that Dania's now feeling the effects of what she was experiencing with Lilith. Oh boy. As Sarah quickly teleports away to make sure Damien is gonna be okay. We're going on to our main event before our bonus match.
What's the bonus match?
Celeste versus Trevor in a casket match.
Oh, then what's the main event?
You
said I asked what's the bonus match. You said
no. The bonus match is Jen versus Arya. That tiebreaker. Yeah. So I'll have to go out into play mode for that one. Yeah. I have a one fall to a finish matchup. I can one of them I can use. Celeste Springheel taking on Trevor Belmont in a casket match.
Kick his ass, Celeste.
Please! Coming out first at 5'11", weighing 180 pounds, from Transylvania, Romania, Celeste Springheel. But yeah, their Iron Man match went to a draw, so the tiebreaker. and her opponent. Representing the Hunters Guild, Trevor Belmont.
Perspective, you'll never find the time, 'cause you've infected what stress you had inside of good. The very root of the problem, nothing left to see. Higher perspective, I'll keep them all in line, 'cause you've injected these lies into their minds. I cut the very root of the problem, you can keep your breathe.
And since we already seen their entrances, so I can just turn off entrances without bonus much.
You saw a window and tried to get away, but you can't hide forever. Leaving in ruins, the past is set for me. Can you feel the pressure? You'll never understand. No one to hold your hand. Another grain of sand. Higher perspective, you'll never find the time, 'cause you've infected what stress you had inside of good. The very root of the problem, nothing left to see. Higher perspective, I'll keep them all in line, 'cause you've injected these lies into their minds. I cut the very root of the problem, you can keep your
You know what you gotta do against Trevor. I have all the faith in you, Ravi. As the referees roll that casket to ringside. Because I've already stated. Yeah, that's maybe all happening on my channel. But I'm going to be busting some heads on Friday, too. Because my boot will be in Liam O'Brien's ass on Friday. I'm casting aside the rule of me not wrestling in my own damn company. He invaded my territory, fucked with my family, and he's going to get it. Trevor lifting up Celeste, slamming her down. Stomp to the arm. Celeste firing back, winding up the arm and slamming him face first. Stomp to the knee. Kick to the midsection. Set to the ropes. And missed on that springboard maneuver, but down went Trevor. But now able to knock her down. Leg caught. Shot to the leg on Trevor. Scoop slam by Celeste. What does Celeste have in mind? What has she got in store? Upward enziguri to the side of the head. She goes up top. Oh, he keeps up. And sends her flying off of that top turnbuckle. I so very much want her to win. Check this.
been good, Andrew. Welcome in. We're on our main event of the night before our bonus tiebreaker match.
Had to check something before I said certain thing. Because she, based on what happened to her husband, DJ Springheel, on behalf of from months of torture by the Hunters, she called out for a quadruplet of casket matches. She beat Lilith. Unfortunately, she was unable to take down Nathaniel, but she did take down Liam O'Brien this past Friday. Trevor was last on that list, and she is looking to clean house tonight. Drop Trevor into a casket, and I will be very interested in what his thoughts on that would be. Being that Arya ended up biting him on the freaking neck at NWA. Who knows what could have maybe seeped into his bloodstream? Because he ended up running out of the arena in a panic. Yeah, he may be fighting like Billy Badass, but yeah. That can fuck with a person. So we'll see where his mindset, knowing that.
Deserves it. Who cares what's in his bloodstream? Hope he chokes on it.
It's not like I have any compassion for him. I'm just simply stating. After that happening, who knows where his mind is at other than whooping ass.
That's assuming he ever had one to begin with.
Well, I'm not saying he had a fuck ton of brain cells. Maybe a couple. Doesn't mean that doesn't mean that they're of any good use. Measuring Celeste, stomp to the back of the head. Has a hold of her, dumps her onto that ring apron, boot to the face, sends her into the casket. I doubt she minds ever being in a casket, but this is one of those times she doesn't want to be in one. Busts out of the casket and backwards goes Trevor. Andrew Crockett, welcome to the stream. This is Blood Moon Wrestling Federation. I'm your host, Crushing Kelly Black, with Chaos Reaper Atticus Black alongside me on commentary.
Sup, I exist when I want to.
Pretty much. And DJ rooting on Celeste. Nathaniel running off at the mouth yet again. Someone needs to choke on a ball gag.
I can think of a couple other things.
Yeah, but we kind of gotta let Colton end up dealing the fatal blow. So, and Celeste.
Well, obviously, my mind was going way more south than yours. Like I said, I know a couple other things you can go choke on.
You're not the only one with a dirty mind.
Yeah, well, apparently I'm the only one with the balls to fucking say what's on my mind.
I've said plenty. I just know that there are plenty of things other than exactly that he could choke on. And Hell's Gate submission, making Trevor tap out. Not gonna get the win, but can definitely be a mind fuck when it comes to in and out of the ring. Oh, overshot that one off the top turnbuckle, did Celeste. DJ can help help her with a good massage after all of this. Exactly, you tell him, DJ. You're the only one who can put her in a casket. Nathaniel, did your own mommy and daddy not exactly teach you how to treat women in the best way? If you have actually have the gall to speak to your own daughter that way? Or did your mama not exactly treat you in the best way, and that's why you're acting like a prick to every other woman, including a member of your own flesh and blood? Celeste able to bust out of that casket, sending Trevor back once again. Trevor sent into that casket. And Celeste trying to close that lid. And she gets forced back. The lid busts and open. Oh, Trevor, you are asking for it. You are a dead man walking. DJ, I know you want so damn bad to kick his ass, and blah fucking works. Trust in Celeste. She'll get that she can get the job done. Not saying trust him though. Comes running with one of them urns, unable to utilize it. Up kick to the face by Trevor. DJ, he's just trying to get into her head. Backstabber onto Celeste.
Hello, OG Bone. Welcome in. This is Blood Moon Wrestling Federation. AI versus AI. Showrunners and character managers role-playing their characters in the chat.
I'm Crushing Kelly Black, alongside me, the Chaos Reaper Atticus Black.
Hey.
He's like, okay, I'll be obligatory and say hi. Damn it. Celeste sent to that casket.
On, Celeste.
Don't let him close that goddamn lid. Please. Fuck's sake. DJ, you best run in there. I mean it. If you allow, if you better do what you gotta do to get even if you have to get that fucking casket the fuck out of there. Because if he tries something while celebrating the win, I will cut a bitch. And I won't just bite him on the fucking neck, I will rip out his throat. Yeah, he's gotten enough fucking TV time. DJ Marcus, get her the hell out of there. I don't trust that fucker one bit. And Nathaniel, never in any lifetime would you ever be Father of the Year. And it's not, and Diamond Sky and AJ are not to blame because you didn't know where to zip your shit up. But for our final match of the night, tiebreaker between Jen Richards and Aria Hawthorne. I'll do the pin wall. Turn off entrances. Yes, how may I help you, Miss Snippy? Here we go. No entrances. We've already seen them earlier tonight. Let's get right to Jen and Aria in this tiebreaker. Pin only, one fall to a finish. DJ, I know you want to kill the guy, but you're gonna have to leave. It's not up to you. But definitely get Celeste out of there.
Is DJ able to fight yet? In matches?
As far as I know,
Because I'm gonna have to. Well, I don't have to. I kind of want to book him against Trevor on Friday's show as one of the matches Trevor's going to have. Because
hey DJ,
DJ does at least deserve to get his.
hey DJ, you want a piece of Trevor on Friday?
Yeah, he deserves to get his.
For our Halloween show, we're gonna everybody on the roster is getting booked that can fight. And if you're wanting a piece of his ass and putting a boot to it, you're getting that. You can get that match on Friday. Whatever fucking steps you want. Me being you once mind linked to me saying that I am like a mother figure to you. That's how much you love and care about me that much. As much as you've done for Celeste, I love and care.
Sky said she wants a match against Nathaniel on Friday.
Sky, drop it in the challenge match channel, and I'll write that down as your match for Friday. You know where to place it. But yeah, DJ, you've told me how much you love and care about me like a mother. As much as you've done for Celeste, you are like a son, another son to me.
Celeste, DJ is absolutely right. You have nothing to be ashamed of or anything. You fought with heart, and that's the only thing we can ask for. Especially me as your godfather. I've never cared if you kids have won or lost. All I've cared about is as long as you show heart and determination in doing so.
No shame. No shame in your game whatsoever, Celeste. Because the whole point, you take your credo, never give up, never give in, and you never did. He may have been able to close the lid, doesn't mean you didn't fight tooth and nail to not let him do so. And that's all I can ask of you. All I can ask of you. DJ, you know where my challenge channel chat is on my Discord server. So whatever steps you want to take on Trevor on Friday, if that's your wish, I'll oblige gladly. Only reason why I haven't gone after Trevor myself is one, when I was pregnant, and two, because
It hasn't really been your problem. Liam's been more your problem.
yeah. But you know me. No matter who it is, fuck with the people I care about, and I'm ready for blood. I've just had to have restraint.
Must be nice, I know.
The only reason why I had fucking restraint is because I was pregnant at the time, and also because others were deemed the ones to take down down certain people, and I wasn't gonna just rip away that opportunity. Jen sent face first into the ring post. Brainbuster onto Jen. Cover. This is one fall to a finish. Kick out at one. Plus, there's also have been a lot of times where it's a lot of shit on my own channel and at my own show, and I have to concentrate on calling matches while others had to handle things. So that was another bit of craziness. All because they don't care whose territory it is.
Oh, I was talking about it in regards to before all this even happened. I never had self-control to begin with. Like, this is what, the second time I burned my soul away for Sarah, and the second time I died, so, like, if anybody has a death wish in this family...
I'm pointing right at him. I'm pointing right at him, everybody in the booth. I'm pointing right at him.
Next time I get a free ice cream sundae.
Okay, CM Punk with the damn ice cream bars. Double axe handle onto Jen. Arya dragging out Janice, ready to teeing off onto the dome of Jen. And Arya dropped onto the floor, stomped to the leg. And Jen she have in mind? Springboard into the moonsault, connecting onto Arya. Jen looking for a weapon. Trap it coming in hand, but not able to use it. Block. Upwards knee shot to the face. Cover on Jen. Kick out at 2. Jen, proud member of the Dragon family. Tough as they come. Sends Arya flying off for that top turnbuckle onto her back. Clothesline. Oh, driving them forearms to the face. Leg caught into the leg sweep on Arya. Jen exiting the ring, looking for another weapon. Comes on in with the barbed wire bat, teeing off onto the arm. Brings Arya to her feet. Sends her to the ropes, into the Claymore kick. Now teeing off again with that barbed wire bat. Oh, tripped up with the drop toe hold into the submission. Only gonna wear her down. This is pin only, one fall to a finish. Jen tapping out. They ain't gonna get the win just yet. Teeing off with a swing with the baseball bat. Cover. Kick out at 2 by Jen. And another person the Hunters should never piss off. Cover on Jen. And that is it. Your winner of the match is Arya Hawthorne. Sent Trevor headfirst into a wall surrounded by a moonlit glow, eyes a sapphire blue color. Now the embodiment of his mother, the moon goddess Selene's celestial ability.
That's all we got in store for you tonight. We will be back Wednesday for the tag show, as well as the bonus gauntlet or rumble, depending on whatever we decide.
It's going to be multiple.
Yeah.
So, congratulations to Arya in this tiebreaker match. But we will see you Wednesday for Moonlit Savagery, as well as some important bonus matches to prepare for Friday's Halloween show. We'll see you then. Good night. And may the Hunters and Lilith have many